author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
Almost forgot again. Anyway, good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Hope you're having a great morning. It's Friday. Yay, Friday. March 19th, 2021. And we are into our first cup of coffee. Obviously, only our first. Slept in a little this morning. But we hope you are having a fantastic morning wherever you are, whether you're watching live or watching on the rerun. Thank you for being here. And I am Brian K. Morris, obviously. And you heard my introduction. And we are just glad to be here. We're going to have some creative conversation for the next hour or so. Maybe more, probably more. Anyway, we are powered by the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please check it out. All right. Everyone has a Facebook show, and most of them have their own YouTube channels. Please check them out. We've got stuff going on every day of the week, all kinds of fun and informative shows. And because if I say educational, it makes it sound really bad. But anyway, some program notes tonight. Ted Davies will not be having drinking with the Davies due to a home matter there, but we wish him and Chrissy well, and they'll be back next week with a full schedule of broadcasting excellence. And then, but at 7 p.m., Michaela Jade's going to make up for it by having Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles, where she talks about creativity and how to grow your career as a creator. Fun show. She is terrific. Please check out that show. And then she is followed by, at 8 p.m., all times Eastern, by the Historical Fencing Guild. Nick Tockert has a brand new book out. He'll be sure to be talking about that. Plus, he's got all kinds of great information on combat and weaponry, and his enthusiasm is infectious. What the hell is in that thing he's drinking from? That's what I want to know. Also, tonight is Uncle Ted's green room on the Secret Humor page. If you are not a member, please contact someone who is, and that's most of the people in this program that you'll see in the next hour or so, and they can give you an invite. But the thing is, you got to have a good sense of humor, and you must not be offendable. We are offensive as all get out. And we also want to say, let's see, hold on there. Oh, I just learned something there. Anyway, please check out our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. If you have a creator who is on Patreon, please consider supporting them, not just by buying their books, which is incredible. We do appreciate it, or hiring them for art or whatever, or have them make music for you, but have, you can support them on a monthly basis. It's almost like a subscription to your favorite creator. And our Patreon subscribers have been instrumental in helping us get some necessary computer repairs and other upgrades to this program. And we love each and every one of these wonderful people more than you can imagine. So please become one of the people we love more than you can imagine. Also, if you're watching us on Facebook, please be sure, if you enjoy any part of this video, give us a like, give us a love, give us some sort of reaction. And also put a like on the page you're watching it on, whether it is the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page or Rising Tide Publications or Kathy Jackson's books. Thank you, Kathy, for your support of this enterprise here. And if you're watching us on YouTube, which I think you should be, we are climbing all the time. We have over 470 subscribers now. We really appreciate each and every one of you. So please, if you're watching us on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. It takes just a second, doesn't cost you anything, and you can change your mind later, but we hope you don't. And that's all. The falls are all we've got. We are already behind in the comments, but that's the way it works. But we're glad to have everyone here talking to us. And Carl Witzman, did I get here before Trevor? What the hell? Carl Witzman got here at 9:34. Good for you, young man. Good for you. And Teresa Dunn, glad to see you. Good morning, Brian. The sun is shining. Also, hello to all creative humans. And Teresa had another kerfuffle. Please follow Teresa. This Thursday, she started a broadcast show of her own. And yesterday, unfortunately, she had to reschedule her guest. No fault of her own, no fault of the guest, but it happens sometimes. Oh, speaking of guests, I'm going to be on William Pace's podcast tonight. We will try to post links on my YouTube, or not my YouTube, my Facebook page, as soon as I get some links to it. Okay. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to talk about stuff, and that'll be at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So please check it out. And anyway, let's go forward and say, hey, Teresa, I need to go get coffee, but I'll be back. Get me some too. And good job, Carl, from Joe D. McPhee from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. Everybody, please check out on YouTube From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. That is a great channel, great interviews, Saturday nights at 10. But of course, the magic of YouTube is you can go back and watch all of his stuff. I do. He's a terrific conversationalist. And good morning, all. Set up now to ink since I am off my 9 to 5 this morning. Well, good on you. That's fantastic. Joe D. McPhee also does a wonderful book called Amazonia, and he is prepping, I believe it's the 8th issue of that book. And Joe has done something that very few small press publishers do, and that's issues 2 through 8. A lot of them do 1 and then they're done. And I can't say much because I've only published 1 comic myself. I shouldn't be ragging on other people. But anyway, Joe does great work. I like his art a lot. I think it's great. And you will too. So please check him out from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and please subscribe to his channel. Now, the Dark Pope of the Dark Church of the Rising Tide said, arose at 4:30 a.m., plenty of coffee in me and more coming. Be right back. You probably have to get rid of a little bit of it. You better unhook the pod catheter and give your bladder a break. I woke up yesterday. I have to tell everyone, yesterday I got the first shot. I got my first Moderna shot at my local pharmacy. And I did have a reaction to it, as I feared I would. It was not as bad as I thought it would be, and not as bad as some people. One person around me, she was having a very hard time standing up. I just had a little bit of dizziness and a little bit of brain fog, but got over it pretty quickly. The only lingering effect is I rolled over on my left side during the night, and I woke up. I was reminded I got a shot last night. So anyway, it hurts when I do this. And of course, you're all going, well, then don't do that, Brian. But yeah, other than that, today I'm feeling superb. And my second Moderna shot will be on the 1st of April. We'll be glad to get that. because then I will feel a lot safer going amongst the great unwashed and unmasked from this point on. And I urge all of you right now, in Indiana right now, anyone who's 45 or older can now get, is now eligible for a shot. There will be a lot of demand. Please don't give up. Now, here's what I did. I got myself an appointment at a local hospital for, it would have been this Thursday, to get my shot. And the soonest I could get Cookie in was to, like in I think it was like late March, early May, something like that. But I kept poking, and I finally got, because they're making more vaccine all the time. I understand Great Britain's having an issue with distribution, but we are not here in the States. The colonies are getting more and more all the time. So I managed to get both of us a shot yesterday at the pharmacy. And what I did afterwards, because I tend to be a little bit glass half empty at times, despite my best effort. And we got the shot yesterday, and then the minute we got home, we canceled our later ones. We had to call the state dashboard, but we got our appointments through the hospital canceled, and we already have our appointments through the pharmacy set up. So don't give up, folks. It is frustrating right now, and the healthcare people are doing everything they can. In fact, our pharmacy opened an hour early and said the first hour is not for prescriptions. We are doing nothing but COVID shots. God bless them. So anyway, and be kind to the people giving you shots, because some of them are getting pushed back. It's almost like they're greeters at Costco or something. So please be kind to them. Let's get back to your comments. Christian Jake, Illusionist Jake, good to see you, buddy. Hi, Brian. I found out the girl running the church has a niece that her father passed away recently. She said she's my biggest fan. So the girl said, please tell the magic man to bring me on stage. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. And I agree with the desk of a small press publisher. Cool. That is great news to find out. And get this, when I thought they were having the service after my show, they said my show is their entire church service for the morning. It's a big honor. That is an honor, Jake. Way to go. You're moving up, buddy. And good morning all from Grant Lankard, who has that wonderful, now it ended, did it, Grant? Did your Kickstarter end for Beowulf? Hope. I know it did well. I know he made his money, but give us a progress report, Grant. Got to keep us in the loop. And hey, Jake, long time no see. And Mike, Jimmy, Lorsha, Bruin, hey, you lovelies. Hey, you. How you doing? Good morning. Good to see you, Mike, Jimmy. It's a pleasure as always. And that is a great honor and a demonstration on how powerful your message is in your show for the church, says Jody McPhee. I agree. That is a huge compliment, Jake, and good on you. May you continue to rise. And Carlene says, hello all. Mwah. Good morning, darling. How you doing this morning? Good to see you. And like when Christian Illusionist Jake says, like when I was told I was doing the entire service, I was like, wait, why would they want me to do their service? They said your Facebook videos tell us you are worthy in running it. See? Promotion, hashtag always promote, Jake. I'm telling you, dude, and you're starting to rise. That's what Rising Tide's about. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready for Non-Con 6. I was ready for Non-Con 6 the minute they announced it. I really was. And it's going to be a fantastic show later this year, and we will have more information as the weeks ensue. And having a good morning, I stopped at a nearby diner, says Grant Lankard, and got blueberry pancakes, watched the new Superman show, and drank some coffee, getting my vaccine later today. That's excellent. That is great news. I take it Angie's going to get hers with you too. I hope so. We want that gal safe, and you. You got a lot more work to put out, buddy. And Clyde Hall is here. Good morning, Nevermorians. Nevermore. Wait, what? Okay. Good to see you, Clyde, as always. And hopefully last night, please check out issue number 4, the latest issue of Comic Book Spectrum. We had a fun time last night. We really did. I enjoyed myself as always, and the panel had fun. And I figure if we're having fun, you can't help but have fun. We talked about comics. We reviewed some good stuff, and we made plans for next week already. And have to thank everyone for your support of Comic Book Spectrum. That show, our numbers are increasing rapidly. I I am keeping track of my broadcast numbers, and I think everyone at broadcast should do the same thing if you're interested in growing your channel. I have to say, and I want to thank the Nevermorians for your support in our crazy new venture. Like I don't have enough to do. But we started a Comic Book Spectrum every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And it's reviews and discussion on current comics. And we had a good talk last night. I think I'm going to get canceled soon. And it's just four guys sharing our love of comic books, that we're still reading it even in our declining years, at least me. And we have been approached by some people like, can I be part of the on-air panel? We are going to allow that. I shouldn't say allow, but we will be inviting some people. We do have a short list of people that we would like to have on just to add to the discussion. The thing is, right now, we, meaning me, because I'm the director as well as the producer and the 1/4 of the magic, and the minor quarter of it. Believe me, Clyde and Eric Hawkins and Brian Rahman do so much for that show. They have great opinions. They're really eloquent. You will love watching them. But anyway, I handle the technical end of things, and I am, once I get my act together. Last night came close. Last night I was really, really happy with everything that happened. We are going to do two things. One, eventually we will be allowing special guest panelists every now and then, and we will be expanding the show. The show is kind of growing organically, and we are going to be. We tried to get in under an hour, but the conversation was going so well. We are now going to increase it to around 90 minutes. But that means if you abandon us for Amy Hale for her great show, Creative as Hale, at 8 o'clock, we will understand, because she's part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Anyway, good to see you, Clyde. Hope you and Virginia are having a fantastic Friday so far. Looking forward to a great weekend. And Molly Daniels, good morning and happy Friday. Mwah to you, darling. Hope you're mending. Give us an update on your healing. Molly won. She's caught the my Sharona Miley Cyrus, and she broke her arm. Dear God in heaven, take care of yourself. And the update intro too. Yes, from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. Excellent. And good morning from you, talking to us from YouTube, Mike, Jimmy, Lorsha DeBruin. Good to see you as always. And good morning, Nevermorians, from Russell Allen. Russell, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great morning. And taking Brian into the shower room with me, Carlene. Well, hello, nurse. Carl, you take your time. Getting that coffee. Okay, I've got other plans now. And celebrate. Zeno Nanite Titan is funded. Congratulations, Russell. You earned it, man. This is great news. Russell ran a really superb Kickstarter campaign, and the project is great. I have read that book. I enjoyed it. I read it, I was going to just skim it, but I read it till the very end. I enjoyed it. I really did. Really brought me back to my early science fiction reading days. And Russell, I'm proud of you, man. You did a great job. And oh, man, this is great. Keep us posted on your progress, all right? And oh, my, says, yeah, Carl Wisman says, say what? Say nothing. You say where you are, Carl. Don't interrupt. And Ryan Permisson, thank you for sharing, brother. It is a honor and a pleasure to have you here, as always, from Facebook there. And everyone, please share this video if you could, please. And let's get some more people in front of your message, all right? And Russell Allen, congratulations to Grant Lankard and all the Klingons. I always thought he was more Romulan than Klingon, but that's just me, maybe. But anyway, no, and yeah, congratulations, Grant. Your campaign did end. I seriously do want an update on yours too, Grant. And you guys in tandem did a great job promoting each other. I've got to say, I was really proud of you both. And apologies, Mark, to the Dark Pope from Trevor Hawkins. My vestments needed ironing. He's running late, you poor man. Well, you got to look spiffy because, you get in the Dark Pope mobile, and it does wrinkle your raiments a little. And check out the latest episode of the podcast here, Talkin' Movies. It's at Anchor FM. The Nerdcast episode's 90. Please check it out. Ryan does great broadcasting. He is a super guy. You'll love it. And Joe McKeel, brother, I hope you're feeling better today. How the heck am I? You want to ask? #FreeJoeDog for live streaming. Yes. we have got to mention something very serious. We have a hiccup in the Rising Tide Network, and even more importantly with Joe Dog. Yesterday, Joe Dog ran the Armchair Rocket Scientist, and it was a fantastic show. He and Heather and John did a super job. It was a what they call a hot test of a new booster rocket. And they were going to do an 8-minute live burn on this thing. It was fascinating to see this thing set up and the rockets going, and it was water cooled, and there's like a whole different weather system inside the area where the rockets were going off. And we had some tense moments in there because we saw some fires in there. We're like, oh crap, we're going to have an SR-10 moment again. But it was an excellent show. They did a super job. But some asshat, okay, let's not mince words. Some SOB put a strike on Joe's broadcast, claiming it promoted violence, which I don't know how it could have, unless they misinterpreted someone's comments or something. But anyway, they reported it to Facebook. Facebook did not take it down. But they did tell Joe, you can't do any live casting for the next 30 days, which is totally unwarranted. And it sets up a bad precedent for any of us who are broadcasting, because some idiot who's got it in for us could then report us to Facebook, and their bots will close us down. Now, fortunately, if someone were to do that to me on Facebook, I would shout loud and long about it. And if I ever found out who did it, I don't mind telling you, I'm petty at heart. I will, and I'll do it for my friends too. Their stroll through hell will have just begun. But fortunately, we still have YouTube as a backup. And, and Joe is just such a good soul. I cannot imagine anyone wanting to shut down his network. So anyway, please give some love to Joe Dog, and hashtag free Joe Dog for live streaming again. Seriously. And good morning from Trevor Hawkins. Good to see you, buddy. Hope your morning's going well. And that's cool, Trevor. I was just teasing. And hashtag free Joe Dog for live streaming. Amen. Amen, brother. I seriously agree. And we are far behind, but we're going to catch up now, hopefully. And Uncle Ted's Green Room. Yeah, we can do Uncle Ted's Green Room, too. Ryan Previs and Battle of the Nerds Trivia Live at 8 p.m. tonight with special guests. Tune in on YouTube at that channel there. You will be glad you did. It will make your day. And good morning, Nevermorians. Good morning, Nicholas Anthony Tockard. I am extremely excited about Hybrids Universe. There's big news coming from Luke Stone over there about his hybrids, the Sons of Gods. Yes, if you don't know already, Terraform Comics is no more. But Luke Stone is rising above the ashes of that, and he is continuing with the Hybrid Sons of Gods with Indie Volt Comics, which, by the way, have a terrific. They have a terrific new comic coming out called Indie Volt Revolt, and the beautiful thing about it is, it's a flip book. It's kind of like a nod back to the Marvel Comics Presents of the 90s, which was a magazine I really enjoyed. And it's a whole bunch of top-notch creators. It really is. Randy Zimmerman has vetted these guys and gals, and you're just getting nothing but quality work from these guys. I've seen some of it. It's beautiful. And you're going to recognize some names in there. I'm not one of them, full disclosure, but I do. They're my friends, so I'm pimping for them. And the thing is, as they're about to make their goal, if they haven't, I haven't checked this morning, but the thing is, as they reach further stretch goals, they're going to add more pages to the comic book. Plus, you can get other comic books thrown in as a bonus if you pledge for the physical editions. So it's a really worthwhile project. I'm going to be pledging to it later today. Stimulus money, thank you. And it's a good investment. I am going to be checking in on that, and we think that you should check it out too. We'll be talking more about that. And hey, Brian from Glenn B. Fleming. How you doing, brother? Good morning. Good to see you, folks. And folks, I gotta give a shout out. Glenn is one of the guys in the Indie Volt Revolt book, and for that reason alone, it's worth getting the magazine. I bought comics before for just one story. I really have, but this is going to have some great names, and a number of them are going to be familiar to you Nevermorians. So anyway, please check it out. Also, please check out this coming Sunday, Sunday Funnies with Randy Zimmerman, Daphne Lage, and a whole bunch of really, really fun people, one of whom is frequently Glenn B. Fleming. So please check it out. It's a great show. It'll be Sunday morning, excuse me. That's why it's Sunday Funnies, Brian. Anyway, Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I haven't had enough coffee yet. And TGIF to the Fuzzy Fez Man and all the Friday Morians from Bill Sartin. Bill, good to see you, brother. Count your blessings. You'll be glad that you did. I seriously do. The more I go on, the more I'm, especially the last couple of weeks, I realize how blessed I am. You know, I choke up when I think about it. And I quote live Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern with podcaster and Funko Pop collector Christopher Gast at that network address there. Check out Ryan Permissit. Great, great work. And I probably better not watch any shows on Funkos. I've already got a dozen of them. And I realize compared to somebody like Amy Hale, my addiction is as nothing. But I still check it out. And that wacky Uncle Ted. Well, Carl, I guess you've been usurped as the master of the green room. So you better rise up and take it back, man. I'm telling you, you got to watch out for these people try to take over your stuff. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Thank you, Bill Sartin. Cookie is working the late shift tonight. So I'll be in the green room. Nowhere else to go. And anyway, Joe Dog says yes. Hashtag free Joe Dog. Amen, brother. And stocking up on summer reading. Send Ryan your links. Molly, people, Carly, please send Ryan links to your work so that he can pick up some great new reading. Seriously. And speaking of great new reading, I'm gonna give you a little something here. I'm going to promote for my friends that I actually had this one set up, and there it is. And there we go. Chrome tab, and there we are. And there's no audio, so share. And please check that out. It is a fantastic book called Biff Bam Eow, The Subterranean Blue Grotto Guide to Batman 66. This is it. This is the second volume of 3. The third one will be produced later this year. And yes, I know the name of it. I know I can't tell you. I am sworn to secrecy. I really am. And the first volume is called Zlonk Zok Zowie. And these are essays of about the episodes of Batman, the 1966 Batman TV show. And volume 1, of course, is a treat for fans of the first season of it, the inaugural season. And Biff Bam Eow is the celebration of season 2. And there's some great people involved with this, such as Jim Beard, Rich Handley, Paul Kupperberg, Bobby Nash, BobbyNash.com, Peter David, Keith R.A. Candido, Dan Greenfield, John C. Bruning, Greg Cox, Bob Greenberger, Ed Cato, Teal James Glenn, Frank Schildender, Michael Jan Friedman, and Brian K. Morris. Brian gets to write about Egghead, the two-parter with Vincent Price. And there are some things in there. How does it stand up in a woke culture when one of your antagonists is Chief Screaming Chicken? So anyway, I'm really proud to be in this book, and we hope that you will check it out. That is available from Crazy 8 Press on Amazon. Please give that a love. And also don't forget to get the first volume, Zlonk Zok Zowie, to complete your collection of both volumes. Volume 3, the final volume, will be out later this year. And I will have something in there as well. We hope you'll check it out. Please give them your love. So anyway, Teresa Allen, I'm sorry, Teresa. Yeah, Russell had a work thing come up and he had to cancel. But Russell, it happens. It happens, Teresa. And you are rescheduling, and that's important. And Skunk Rocker, man, we're taking up the cause here. We're carrying your banner. Teresa Dunn was like, hello, all creative humans. Not you, Skunk. You sit there and look ashamed. Skunk, we are proud of you. Skunk, I got to brag on Skunk. I really do. You see, I've gotten so many damn compliments on this. The timer that starts this show. Now, StreamYard, from whom all blessings flow, as far as broadcasting goes, they have their own embedded countdown clock. And I got tired of seeing it everywhere. I got to, and I'm not really so much that, oh God, that again, click, let's go to another channel. Just like it's an old time TV, you know how ancient I am. But the standard StreamYard countdown clock, I got tired of seeing it everywhere. And I didn't want to be a part of that. But I like the countdown clock timer aspect. And so I put out the word. I have a backup timer from Cindy Kep. I want to thank her, ckoepp.com. Check her out and get her latest book, Animal Eye, and sign up for her free monthly newsletter because it's awesome. It should be coming out in 6 days. You'll be glad. You will thank me after you read it. It's that good. But anyway, Skunk created the amazing countdown timer to this show. And Skunk, you have no idea how my heart leaps when I hear 10 seconds. I think that it's genius. Skunk is very, very wonderful. And brother, I'm proud to have you here. And William Pace, looking forward to seeing you tonight at 8 o'clock. Please put in a link to our show tonight, if you would, please, my friend. And Grant Lankard, I'm sure it's not the first time you were ashamed, Skunk. And Skunk says, I'm ashamed right now. Well, you shouldn't be. And not yet, Philip. I've been really, really busy, sir. And Nicholas Talker says, who is the mistress of cheer, keeper of the sacred scrolls of silliness, the bird of the feather that flocks together, the delightful Cindy Kep, ckoepp.com. She is a fantastic writer. She really is. I don't just say that because she's my friend. She really is. I read her stuff in her newsletter and her books and all, and she can spin a yarn, let me tell you. William Pace, but will you be safe from con crud? William, that's something. I'm glad you brought that up. I want to find out what the conspiracy is about this. Because how long have we had con crud? And the government has been woefully silent about their response to this. I mean, FEMA hasn't come into Gen Con. San Diego Comic-Con continues to be a super spreader event. We've had this for how many decades now? And and then this measly little coronavirus, we get the immunization for it in about 10 months. I mean, what the hell's going on? I want to find this out, William. I think we're onto something here. I'm going to be calling Alex Jones later, and we're going to get to the bottom of this crap. We really are, because I've had con crud, and what I know of the My Sharona Miley Cyrus. I just like I'm not sure which one I want less. To be honest. And I am so glad that you got your shot. Nicholas, I hope you get your shot too, man. Seriously. And I hope everyone does here too. And this morning, the only effect I have is my, like I said, my bicep or, my upper arm, rather, it was up here. Not my bicep, but up here. It's a little, it aches on the 1 to 10 scale. It's about a 1.25. It doesn't bother me unless I raise my arm too high. Don't do that, Brian. Or I slap it or something. Other than that, I feel absolutely fine. I had a mild reaction just about 10 minutes after I got the shot, but I also think that could have partially been blood sugar and everything because I hadn't eaten breakfast. I got up. I basically woke up. I'm not even sure I got coffee. Yeah, I did get coffee. I had like half a cup of coffee, and then we ran over to the Payless on Greenbush, and it was very efficiently done. I have to say they had like a little waiting area. They had a special line where you went up and you have to give them your insurance card and everything. And so they can bill the insurance agents, and then you sit down in this waiting area, and there's social distancing. Well, then the nurse comes out, gets your paperwork, and I think I stood in line longer than I did waiting for the shot. And then, of course, you sit there for 15 minutes because some people do have an immediate reaction. I was one of them. Most people did not. It was just me and one other lady, and she had it far worse than I did. So. Definitely it's worth it, people. And for people who, for whatever reason, cannot or will not, the idiots who will not get this shot. And I've got to say, I like the nanites. I like the way the nanites feel when they're coursing through my veins. And knowing that my government can find me anywhere I go now, I feel better about that. I really do. And there he is, part of our team from last night, the Eric Hawkins. Glad to see you, Eric. Hope you did well on Drawn and Quartered last night, sir. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I was distracted when I got off the air. I had to go over to Amy's show and treat Christian Basil like he treats me on this show. I was shame on me, but anyway, but no, Eric again last night. Eric and Clyde and Brian and I are part of the Comic Book Spectrum team, and we had a really good show last night. And last night we, like I said earlier, every show we learned a little bit more about how to do the show better. And I think on a technical level, I was a little bit more on par last night. I was very happy about that. We've almost got it down. Part of which is because, we're dealing with new videos and tools and all that I am not used to yet. But it's a good show. Please check it out. And our numbers are growing gloriously. In fact, Clyde and Eric, if you're listening, you won't have all the numbers, and I will give them to you if you ask. But basically, our between issue 1 and issue 4, our initial numbers now are, I take a reading of all my numbers on the various platforms that I have access to. And I think our numbers last night were 3 times that of the numbers from the very first issue after a week. So we're doing good. We are growing, and please grow with us. We would love it. And please, 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 when you go to YouTube to check it out, please consider subscribing. All right. It would help us so much. William Pace, Mike, Jimmy, Dolores de Bruin, and Brian. You said that you just got your first COVID shot yesterday, says Bill Sarton, and yet you're going to get the second one on April 1st. I thought that you were supposed to wait 28 days between the 2 shots. I got my first Pfizer shot on March 1st, and I'm not scheduled to get the second one until March 29th. You may want to double check the date with your pharmacist. I already have, dude. It's in fact, it was set up for me automatically through the pharmacy. Yeah, you are. I've heard actually the window is 14 to 30 days. That basically it's about 1 month. It is because when I set the appointment, it set the next one, so we're good. There is a window, and I'm well within it, so we're all good. Hi, honey. Oh, God bless you, woman. My coffee, I say, our coffee is started. Right? Okay, there we go. Thank you, friendly thumb. Love you. Yeah.
See?
She does. That was the twin. Love you, honey.
That was Skippy.
That was Skippy, the evil twin thumb. You're fun when you haven't had enough coffee, I'm telling you.
I'm fun lots of times.
That's true. That'll be the nighttime show. Boom chicka wow wow. With Christian Basil as the beaver. No, it won't be. Anyway, I'm about to get canceled. Anyway, love you, honey. And let's move on fast. No, Bill, this was done through the pharmacy, so it's all good. But thank you for your concern, sir. And John B. Pica, hey there, friends and foes. Happy Falcon and Winter Soldier Day. Yeah, has this not been a week, people, for geek stuff? We had the Justice League Snyder cut come out yesterday. And now we've got the Falcon Winter Soldier. I've seen I saw the trailer for a couple of trailers for it, and what looks like, or also check out Do It Online. I think it's Entertainment Weekly has a beautiful animated cover, a split screen with the 2 guys on there acting up. It's great. Check it out, John, if you can. And Trevor Hawkins, I appreciate your notice, Carl, definitely. And everyone's saying hello. And unfortunately, I'm already hip deep this AM, so I can't say John B. Pica, johnpica.com. Check out all this amazing man does. Everyone have a great day. John B. Pica, thank you. And thank you again for your message this week, man. It sincerely, brother, means the world to me. All right. Seriously. But anyway, check out johnpica.com. Also, tomorrow morning's Behind the Cereal Box at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central. A lot of good stuff, and you get to eat sugary cereal with your friends. What could be better? I'm asking you. And do you happen to know if this print is fast with shipping cards? They are fast in, let me put it this way, Jake, the Christian illusionist, Jake Lindsay. I'm glad you got your full name there now. Jake, they are fast as can be at making them and sending them. Two caveats. Your first order will take a little longer because they have to set everything up. They have to set the files for print. Then you have to put it in the postal service, which right now is a flaming poop hole. Okay, it is. I used to complain about the post office all the time until I realized, how many millions and millions and millions of parcels every day get to where they're supposed to be. But unfortunately, in the last year or so, the postal service has been trying to scale back on things that unfortunately have affected their service. So I would say getting your cards, they will tell you, they'll give you a ballpark estimate when you can expect the cards. I usually get it before the estimate. So definitely, but yeah, they're pretty efficient. Your next order will be a lot faster because they'll have everything set up. And Kyle Guthrie, the creator of our amazing countdown clock, visit our website, scrubhouse.com, and support us on Patreon at Scrubhouse Video Club, and join our Discord as well as their Facebook and Twitch and YouTube channels and Instagram, and complain to our Twitter at Scrubhouse VC. Definitely check them out. That is the Skunk Rocker's secret idea. Oh, damn, I'm sorry, Skunk. I didn't mean to tell them your superhero identity. But anyway, check out Scrubhouse Video Club. It is B-movie joy. It is, if you love cheap, sleazy movies, then this is going to be your nirvana. Seriously, check out. It's a great show. I love it. And Skunk is a super host. He really is. And sorry I had to bail. I don't like spoilers. Even a show or movie is talked about in the non-spoiler spotlights. This is Asshole Small Town Publisher. Okay, just for that, Rosebud's the sled. Okay, anyway, glad to screw up your day, Joe. No, Joe, we appreciate that. I try to be as spoiler-free as possible. I really do. At least my thing is the first weekend. So if, the Snyder Cut, I'm not going to talk about it in of course, I haven't seen it yet, but I wouldn't talk about it in great detail on any of my pages until like Monday morning. I figure if you haven't seen it by the weekend, that's on you. And it's like you could say, well, I had to work and I had this, I had that, and I understand it, but just the same, it's not fair that and I'm not meaning you in particular. It's the blanket you for everyone who isn't you. No, but I think when people are like, it's been out for 2 weeks and they're like, oh, you can't reveal anything. I haven't seen it yet. Well, you know what? Screw your selfish butt. I was on a page one time with somebody and he was getting actually rather rude to people because for some reason he wouldn't be able to see it for 6 months and he didn't want anyone talking about it on his internet. And so I blocked him and started talking about it. So anyway, yeah, my feeling is the first weekend. And then after that, all bets are off. It's like if you really, really, really want to see it, you'll make an effort to go see it. So anyway, but no, I understand it, Joe. And we tried to be spoiler friendly on it. We are going to try. And Joe, if we ever slip up, please let me know. We'll try harder. Okay, I promise. We will try to be better. And Jake, I ordered 10 pens Sunday night, and they shipped out on Tuesday. Very good, Molly. Excellent. And I was looking at the weather. They said there's supposed to be a big tornado season this year, predicting lots of F5s. The thing is, it's not 100%. So let's just cross our fingers and pray a lot. And it depends on where you are too. Because like right now we are like this, I think it's we just had, like yesterday, we had a really bad day of rain. I mean, almost a solid 24 hours of rain here in Lafayette, Indiana. But in the south and southeast, they are getting a lot of tornadoes. And I think, Jake, I'm a great believer in the power of will and the power of positivity. And I'm willing to put my money on the line and say, if I don't believe that we're going to have them, we may not have them if we all believe enough. So anyway, Nicholas Anthony Talker says, I have a dream, Nevermorians. As you guys know, I film a lot from my phone, and as the world opens up, I would love to be able to live stream from my phone as another tool in the box. But YouTube demands 1,000 subscribers to allow that feature. So like, share, and subscribe to the Historical Fencing Guild to spread the word of cheerful violence I love that term, man. You rock, man. And you can go to YouTube/The Historical Fencing Guild. Please, seriously, Nick runs a fantastic show every Friday night at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern, or excuse me, 7 p.m. Central. I apologize for that. And he's part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, and he's one of us. So please just stop at his page and just subscribe to it, if you would, please. That would make me so very happy. All right. And yeah, congrats on that. Agree with you, Mike Jimmy. And okay, everyone, I am calmed down a bit. Time for the funnies from Joe Dog McKeel and Grass Russell. And Joe Dog says, you ever want to head out into the woods with a ball bat and pretend they're zombies and bad guy heads? Once my hands stop stinging, I will tell you how awesome it feels. Or also people that complain about YouTube channels, right? Without reason. And false positive. Oh, I'm sure since no symptoms and range of motion getting better, still looking forward to being able to wash my hair with 2 hands and type on computer at desk instead of table. Oh, I get it. Well, yeah, but still false positive. You got to be as cautious as can be with the COVID thing. Now, I don't see, and I'm sure that you didn't get a false positive on your broken arm. I'm sure that's pretty concrete. Plus, there are people who are asymptomatic. For instance, one theory that's out there, and nothing is concrete about this yet. They're still studying it. The scientists are still studying it. But some people are asymptomatic, and some people may have gotten a small dose, a little bit of contact where they didn't get a full-out infection, but just a little bit, maybe just enough to stir up the antibodies, to have them start being created in your immune system. And Cookie and I think we may have gotten exposed. I think I did get exposed to one person I do know had it. But it wasn't a long exposure, which is okay. And it was still worth it. The selfie was worth it. But the thing was, a year ago Thanksgiving, which is a little early, according to the official registers, but I got sick as a dog. I mean, I hadn't been that sick since I caught pneumonia in my early 40s. And I sometimes wonder, it didn't feel like a normal flu. I didn't have a lot of the flu symptoms, but I had other things that about 6 months into the coronavirus studies, they added a lot of the symptoms I had, and I'm convinced now I may have had it at that point because we can't really pinpoint exactly when it came into the country. So anyway, I could be immune to it anyway, but I'm still getting the shots because I want to do it. I want to make it a safer world for everyone. And Scott Crocker, well, I'm barely calm. Don't pull the ripcord. I hear you, brother. Brother, I'm kind of seething under the surface myself about that too. So it will get better. I still think you guys ought to be still doing it on YouTube, and I'll just promote the hell out of you guys and make sure people get over there. And hello, gorgeous people. Well, speaking of one yourself, Keisha Acuff, good morning to you, darling. Hope you're looking forward to a good weekend. Hope to see you tonight in the green room. And I just found out some more awesome news. The people at the church want pictures with me after the show. It's going to be super fun, says Christian illusionist Jake Lindsay. That is great news. Good to hear it. And Molly Daniels, think my imaginary friends are giving me time to heal. No inspiration to write on any current works in progress. Come back and talk to me. Mine won't shut up. Mine would taunt me. Ha ha, can't type. Ha ha ha. And thank you. I'm so excited for everyone to get to read it. Russell, I am too. That is a super, super project, and I'm proud of you for doing it right. And hashtag free Joe Dog for live streaming. Definitely. Facebook up yours. And whoever did that, up yours twice sideways and dry. Molly Daniels, just not during March Madness. Oh, okay, yeah, you have had priorities. And Mike Jimmy Lordship de Bruin says, working on the last push for Life on Cora #3 on Indiegogo. Hey, do you want something truly unique to read but easily to jump into? Then Life on Cora is your kind of book. Only 3 days left. Please check that out. Nevermorians, please check out that campaign and give this man some love, okay? And thank you for sharing it. And Molly, your muses will return intern, says Trevor Hawkins, who, being amused himself, he knows, and he's amusing. And thinking they're all in extended quarantine, says Molly Daniels. Well, maybe if they get their shots, they can come back. And Pops Van Zandt, always a pleasure, sir. And if Revolt gets to 200 backers, I will be making my debut in the industry as a creative. Well, sir, you are creative. You are a broadcaster. And you're rising tide, brother. So yeah, don't discount yourself, but definitely go to Indie Volt Revolt and pick up that book, 200 backers. I haven't seen the if someone could give me a progress report, I would before the show's over. I would appreciate that. Pops, good to see you, sir. And Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, "Oh, I meant to tell you, if you want to see a really cool magician, there's a guy I know named Dwayne Laughlin. He used to perform at Magic Beyond Belief in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee." Well, very cool. Glenn B. Fleming says, "I'm giving away some of my original artwork in Randy's book as one of the goals." Ooh, that's incentive there. Seriously. And Mike Jimmy Delorcia says, they're well underway and I've been sharing it daily. It better get there. How far away are you, man? Definitely check out this project here. I want to see, I want to check it out later myself, my friend. And Carlene says, shivering, Carl got even by not telling me he used up all the hot water. Oh, Carl, you're evil. You're evil. Shame on you. Shame on you for using up the hot water. Dang it. And he's here. He is there. Samuel Fair is everywhere. Oh, my God. I haven't heard that in years. That's amazing. And the Rising Tide will hit you tonight on YouTube at Creators Outlet. Definitely check that out. I'm going to make sure I wrote that down this time. Creators Outlet. Yeah, that's a great show. I'm really happy to be on that. And thank you for inviting me, William. Definitely check it out. We're going to be doing that tonight. You will enjoy it. You will have no choice. And sorry, says Carl. Ooh, but at least Carly got hot coffee to make up for it. And no dark misses. And Nick, I did it yesterday, says Kyle Guthrie through StreamYard. I did it while driving and the video turned out okay, but the audio was crap. And I think that might have been because of my Bluetooth adapter, which is designed for phone calls. Go try it again Monday with my phone with Bluetooth turned off. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got like a Bluetooth earbuds that I've been wanting to use, but I got real cheap ones, unfortunately. I'm not real happy with them. I think I may have to actually spend money on them. But I eventually, because I do use, I got some really nice earphones at, where was it? Burlington Coat Factory. They sell some good electronic stuff here, some closeout stuff. And I got a really nice, comfortable pair of earbuds that, just kind of sit in the, just in the little opening there of my ears, and I can still hear myself without feeling claustrophobic. And the sound is really nice. I'm really happy. I don't like earbuds with a huge bass response. So, it just sounds unnatural to me. I like treble. But anyway, you'll get it, Kyle. And I know it's going to be awesome. And here we go. My magic mentor, says Jake Lindsay, Dwayne Laughlin has been in gospel magic for 45 years. That is amazing. Well, it's good that he's still there. I read ahead, and Christian's getting back at me for last night for creative as hail. Arise, Friday morning monster, arise. Check out the binary code, which is probably either summoning Cthulhu or saying something incredibly obscene. And hashtag bring cookie in. So everyone, read that out loud. Read that amongst yourselves. Thank you, Christian. Love you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the interview with you and Amy last night and John. I know that's going to be fun. And Trevor, did I poke you in the eye? Sorry. Oh, did it get warm in here? Anyway, Molly Daniels, if you like dragon shifter stories, just read Going Down in Flames by Chris Cannon. It's YA and it sucked me in. Shut up, Christian. Wasn't sure I was going to read past his first chapter, but read it in 3 days. That's awesome. Hey, I'm almost done with the Snow series by Bobby Nash right now. I'm reading it for research because I want to write a story for him. But man, that's good stuff. If you like adventure series from the 80s and 90s and detectives movies and Die Hard and stuff, it is great stuff. Bobby's got some great characters in there. It's going to be fun. And I was commiserating about your lack of hot water. I've been there too. I've had to take cold showers, and the problem is I always found that back in my single days, man, I better take a cold shower. They say it's supposed to relieve the pressure, so they speak. No, because then I get out of there. I still have the urge, but I'm cold too. That doesn't help. And Monday Madness Ladies Night, March 22nd. They have all been invited. We are looking forward to this one. Pops, I gotta say, that's a great idea. I was talking to somebody, and I like shows that are like represent a demographic. A demographic that doesn't get heard a lot. That's something that we talked about on Comic Book Spectrum before the first show, in fact. Here's another show about middle-aged elderly white guys talking about comic books. It's like, okay, we're another one. But anyway, but when I like it when people of different ethnicities, people of different religions, people of different genders or sexual preferences talk about the things that are important to them. And because I want to learn, I do want to learn. I've got all manner of diverse friends, and I want to understand them better. I really do. And I think a show like this, Pops, is a real good forward step in that. So definitely good on you, sir. Good on you. And good on Nicholas Tucker. What happened to Joe Dog really encourages me to have fallback broadcast networks. Bingo. And I need to find out if I can live stream directly to Patreon. I know we can post videos because I do. $1 a month is enough to support your local Swordmaster. So please go to www.patreon.com/The Historical Fencing Guild. I am a supporter and proud to be. That was my first thing to Joe Dog. I said, please consider doing what you do on YouTube. At least you keep that part of your audience and maybe encourage people to build up your YouTube channel. Now, I know that for some people, building up the YouTube platform is not I won't say a necessity, but a priority. For myself, it wasn't. Until I realized how many people I can get your message out for and how many people I can help with the rising tide. And now that I'm about 47% of the way, I've got enough views. Because is it like 4,000 views lifetime, or is it within a certain period? I don't remember. Well, thank you, sweetheart. You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting coffee now. The sound of love. Love you, honey.
Mwah.
Mwah. Thank you, sweetheart. We have fresh cafefe, which of course tastes better in a Rising Tide drinking cup, which you can get from my merch page on Teespring. If you're on YouTube, look down in the comments, the messages below, and look up if you're on Facebook. So anyway, I agree. I've been a big believer, Nick, for years about always have a plan B. That's why when I was fired from my water company job, plan B was in place. When I left the former organization that powered this show, I had a backup plan in the readiness stage. So, I think this is a setback, but by no means am I writing off the stupid o'clock crowd. I am so believing they've got great broadcasting, great product. And I'm not saying that because Joe Dog and Skunk are here. I would say that anyway. They've got one of the most unique shows that I have seen on YouTube. And it's always a pleasure to listen to it. I love listening to those guys and gals. And I think more people should. And if they have to go to YouTube to do it, then enjoy the better sound and picture. So, yeah, I agree, Nick. We need to always make sure we've got a plan B in everything we do. And snuggling me would be a better commiseration, Trevor. Well, here we go. And suddenly Trevor's all perky and the day is better. Anyway, Molly Daniels wraps Carly in warm blanket. And Joe Dog McKeel says, Armchair Rocket Science was privileged to preview a new podcast called Dare to Explore. It is for the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville Space Camp. The first 3 episodes are interviews with history makers at NASA. And Joe Dog, I gotta say I had to cut out before the total end of the show, but I loved watching that the hot test yesterday of that booster rocket. That was amazing, and to see how it was water cooled and how it was affecting the local weather. Basically you have 3 big ass rockets that can push a payload into orbit. okay, that can escape gravity's hold. And they're holding it in place for one thing. It didn't blow up. That was good. And they were using local water sources, and it turned into steam that was vented. And immediately, as it rose, it turned into rain. It was glorious. It was great. It was a fantastic show, you guys. And I think everyone, if it's still up, I think everyone ought to check it out. And watch out for that second one, Brian. Yeah, the nurse warned me that most symptoms, negative symptoms from the, at least the Moderna. I got the Moderna. I don't, I'm not, I don't know which one you got, but that most of the symptoms show up on the second shot. And I'm like, I just had mild symptoms the first time. I think I'll be better prepared for the second. I'll probably have something to eat before I go, eat a cup of sugar or something, and have 2 cups of coffee. but I'll be prepared for my second shot. So, but anyway, thank you for that. And thanks, Molly. Thank you seriously for that. And maybe Mr. Gates wants to control the geek nerd population. So no Concrud vaccine. Well, if he was smart, he would create it. It's like, he's trying to feed the sick and the homeless. I mean, where's his love for the fan community? And check out Amateur Rock Science page for link to Dare to Explore podcast. I will check that out. And have a smoke. That will warm you up, or a cup of coffee, or both. Have a cigar. Have a cigar, Carly. That's more like it. And there you go. There is the YouTube page. Please send that to me, William. Would you please? So I make sure I show up tonight. And I'm looking forward to that 8 p.m. on Creators Outlet. It's going to be a good conversation with William Pace. Comics Talk with Pops Van Zandt. You do not want to hear the stories of my in-laws nursing home. Or excuse me, nursing home? Is that right? A lot of bad reactions. I'll be the idiot. Thank you. Okay, fair enough. And please subscribe. Definitely please subscribe. And I can't copy that, darn it. So yeah, please, William, if you would take a moment and send that to me, that would be awesome. And I sucked on drawing in quarters, said Eric Hawkins, Shub Christian. I started over 3 times, had drawing block, but had fun. Well, that's the main point. That's the main point. And Mike Jimmy says, Will's show is awesome. Give him some love, guys. Seriously, let's do this thing. And Comic Talk rather with Pops Van Zandt says, I'd have to say the people who allow the government to inject them with a barely tested vaccine could be what did you call them? Idiots? Yeah, that is the ticket. No, you're wrong, Pops. We will agree to disagree this time. The thing has been tested. It has been thoroughly vetted. Now, my friend Steve says it's perfectly safe. So you're a great big poopy head if you disagree with Steve. And he was looking at the Great Wall of China from the moon when he said that. And subscribe to Brian, too. His ramblings are wonderful when you're arting. Well, I'm glad we can be of help, Mike Jimmy. Thank you. The thumb of reason. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And she's usually got a reason, most of which is to bring coffee into our lives. Ooh, she made pumpkin spice. Yeah, if you like pumpkin spice, or if you like cinnamon, any spice actually, or even clove, here's a recommendation. I've said this frequently: buy pumpkin spice, buy clove, buy cinnamon, buy whatever spice you want from the spice counter. And when you make your coffee, put just a wee little bit of spice into the thing and stir it up. Stir it up, because it's a powdery grind on most of these more flavorful spices. And if you don't, it's going to turn into a lump of concrete. It's going to turn directly into cement, and you could overflow your coffee maker. So be sure to mix it in with the grounds thoroughly, and it should not overflow your coffee maker. That is a tip. Follow me for more life advice. And hashtag Cookie is awesome. She is. And Joe, when we finally get to meet in person, man, and I see it happening soon, because you're not that far away from me, man. We're only a couple hours apart. Geographically, but when I do, I'm bringing my lady with me. Everyone loves her. I think they tolerate me just so they can hang out with her. So anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, they say never go faster than your guardian angel can fly. I may have to back it down some after all these years. I don't think the wings healed right the last time. My guardian angel and my NSA agent both share drink recipes. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And have the coffee. I have the coffee and about to light up a nub. Well, then you're ready for the day. And Comics Talks with Positive said, I've heard everything about every aspect of this mess. 21 days, 30 days, 2 weeks need to stop the spread. Anyone still buying into the got rid of Trump virus got what they wanted. Now, Pops, we're not going to go political on this. We just talk the science on this. Basically the science is sound and it is helping people. If you want to deny, you can deny the results all you want, but I've got my government tracker. I'm ready for life now. And light a nub, ask Pops Van Zandt from YouTube. Yeah, it's a type of cigar. It's a shorter cut cigar. And I know this because Carl Witzman very graciously gave me one to try. And I haven't smoked seriously since 1990. That's I can remember. It was before I started seeing Cookie, and I was dating this lady from the Chicago area. In fact, Riverside. She was from North Riverside. Jody McPhee, give you some geography there. And we had a long distance relationship for a brief time, but she smoked clove cigarettes. And those things just ruined my lungs very quickly. So I had to give those up. But I also tried a cigar during that time. And it was one of those, and Carl just kind of snickers when I tell him. But it was one of those, it's a boy type cigars. Okay. And I'm smoking, and I know to puff. I know not to inhale that crap. But I remember I was at the comic shop I was working at, or I was visiting the comic shop at the time, and he gave me one of these cigars, and I was puffing away on this thing, and it didn't smell too bad, but my eyes started watering, my stomach started doing implements, and I'm like, how do I know when I'm done? Am I close to it? And he's like, you're not enjoying it? I said, not really, no. He said, then put it out, you're fine. So anyway, it's a nub. It's not a long cigar like this, but it's more about like this size, actually. Shut up, Christian. Anyway, Molly Dan says, I'm happy to report that I've finally seen Endgame all the way through. First time watched when the battle began. Second time began maybe half hour before the battle. Then the other day watched from the beginning. Yeah, there are some movies that I have to take a running start on. I finally picked up Doom, the first season of Doom Patrol for my birthday, and I think this weekend I'm going to start watching that. I'm really looking forward to that. Russ Allen says, got to run, everyone. Busy day at work. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you who helped the dream work through sharing and backing. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Russell Allen, love you too, brother. Seriously. Glad to help however I could. And hope you have a great weekend. Much love to you and your family. And have a super day, all right? And Molly Dan's, it's taken me a while to get on board with the Marvel movies, ducks and runs for cover. No, we're all good here, Molly. Molly, it's difficult, says Carlene, and I love those types of movies, but I just watched Endgame only a couple of months ago, and I think I've missed some of the ones in the middle. And that was great on Brian says, from the desk of a small press publisher, and we'll watch it later. Yeah, definitely. By all means, Molly Dale, see what happens when I can't use the computer and hubby controls the remote. Oh my God, you're in hell. And promote comics. Definitely promote comics. That's one thing, Pops, we will always agree on, brother. And I want to thank you for all you do for the community. You really do a lot, Pops. And Molly Dance, by the way, finally got my new red HP laptop. Ooh. Good on you, girl. And Carlene says, that's why I have my own TV, Molly. Yeah. And we already have a tornado warning up here in MI. Is that now? That's a short mind. Now, is that, I don't remember where you're from. Is that Michigan or are you in the Miami area? We have so many friends in the Florida area. But I thought we had one the other day. In fact, it was during TED Talks on Tuesday morning. During the Carl Witzman interview, our civil defense alarms went off. And I'm like, what in the hell? And it turned out it was simply a test of the civil defense system. If this had been a real emergency, you would have been advised to go to Nevermind the Furthermore for further instructions. But no, we heard that and we're like, there wasn't supposed to be this stuff today. And so I was like, I excused myself from TED, and I'm like going on all the local media, and nobody's commenting on it. I finally got a news report and said, yeah, this is just a test. So that's good. And Carl Wilson says, like, I ever watch television, I'm too busy following all the rising tide network of shows. Always be promoting. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And don't forget, Carl has his own wonderful show. TED Talks Tuesday with Carl Witzman was an excellent interview. That is super. You did a great job, as always, Carl. And Carl and Ted, once a month on Thursdays at 11, do a show about cigars that is really fun. And that's one of the things I love about our network. I really do. I've had people ask me, well, in fact, a lot of them come from within the organization. And it's like, well, I want to do an interview show. Should I do it? Yeah, bring it in. Or I want to do a show on alcoholic beverages and fun drinking, non-recreational drinking. And I want to do a show on cigars, and I want to do a show on rocket launches. And I'm like, bring it all in here. I want to do a show on comics. I don't know when I'd have gone around to it if it weren't for the network. I really don't. And I'm having so much fun. And I'm really proud of Comic Book Spectrum. I really am, mostly because I picked 3 terrific people. We've got more stuff that we want to bring into the show. And we discussed it last night. It kind of happened. Didn't mean to run in on Amy's time. We've been trying to be careful about it, but the conversation just kept going. And we are going to, I'll make this a formal announcement. Comic Book Spectrum is now a 90-minute show. It will not be a 2-hour show. No, it will not. Because I won't watch Amy Hale live and comment. But anyway, but no, it's turned out to be a good show, and the numbers are improving all the time. Thank you to everyone who's supporting the show sincerely. And Bill Sarn says, Brian, I find it alarming that you said that where you got your COVID shot was asking for your insurance information. The federal government is paying for this, and you are not required to give them your insurance info. Champaign Hospital got in trouble for doing the same thing and is currently having to pay back money to all the insurance companies they charge. That's not on me. Bill, that's not on me. Everyone in Indiana is doing the same thing. The hospitals are, the pharmacies and the clinics are doing the same thing. My understanding is that the government is reimbursing the insurance agencies, but this way the pharmacies and everybody is getting paid to give out the COVID shots. I don't have a problem with these good people getting paid to put in extra hours, which is what a lot of people here in Indiana are doing. The hospital is like their public service. Our local hospital is opening an hour early. The pharmacy opened over an hour early to handle COVID people, and to the exclusion of pharmacy work. So I have no problem with seeing that these people get paid. I really don't. It's not that I don't think they are getting paid for the shot itself, but for the rolling it out. It's just how they probably would get paid quicker from the insurance than they would from the state. So I don't find it alarming at all. So we'll agree to disagree. Daughter just moved back home, says Molly Dale, so we'll be able to watch March Madness there instead of computer. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll be hoping for you then. And last year we had 8 touchdowns in my area, says Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay. I was stuck in 4 of them. They're no joke at all. Honestly, it took 13 minutes for the sirens to go off. I got caught in 2 up in Hoopeston, Illinois. I used to do a lot of theater work in Hoopeston, Illinois, and one was we were rehearsing for a play with the late lamented Artistic Repertory Theater, and we had 2 directors for the play, and one of them, I love those ladies a whole bunch, but one of them had a phobia about storms, any sort of storm. She was in the basement screaming like she was being tortured. And she just kept screaming, oh my God, we're all going to die. We're all going to die. And I said, you know what? Screw this. I'm going upstairs. And, and I walk up, and it was one of the storefronts on Main Street where the former dance academy was. And I go up there, and there's half a dozen other people standing right by a big ass plate glass window. And I get up right there. I'm watching all the stuff flying by. It was beautiful in its majesty. And I just look at them, and they're looking at me, and I go, you know what? I think I speak for us all when I say I would rather stand next to a plate glass window in the middle of a tornado and take my chances with it than be downstairs listening to that crap. And we're all like, yeah, you're right. It's a lot. I'd rather risk instant death than listen to that prolonged screaming. The other time I was at the Lorraine Theater, beautiful old-fashioned theater. I think now it's about 90 years old, and the city of Hoopeston's been trying to rebuild the place. It had fallen into disrepair for a number of years, but it's a majestic theater, beautiful place. They've done a lot to redo it, just like the Fisher Theater in Danville. or the theater over in Fowler, Indiana. I really want to get into there sometime. But anyway, we were watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And we're watching this one action scene. It's about 20 minutes into the thing, and it's like hell's a popping. It's like guns are going off, explosions and everywhere, and we're hearing sirens, and I'm thinking, wow. And this theater is renowned for its state-of-the-art sound system. So I'm sitting there going, man, that sounds real. That siren, this is great. Then all of a sudden the house lights come up, the projector goes off, and the reception, the lady taking tickets, she goes, everyone, we've got a storm shelter down below. We all need to get in there. There is a tornado heading directly this way. And so we all crowded down into this little basement. There was enough room for all of us, fortunately. It was kind of fun. And then, of course, somebody said, well, how will we know when it's over? And they said, oh man, somebody's going to have to go outside and check on it. I said, me, I'll go. And so I left the safety of the storm shelter. I'm standing out there at a potential F5 and I'm watching things fly by. I'm standing in the street this time. And I'm like, this is cool. This is cool. And finally people were coming out, and I guess I'd been out a little too long, because they were all like, Brian, we came out to make sure you were still alive. And I'm like, go back downstairs. I'll let you know. If I'm not back in 2 hours, come on out. But anyway, Molly, I'll cross my fingers for you, Carly. Me too. Me too. May your dreams come true with March Madness. And uploaded 5 more karaoke videos yesterday, and someone left spammy links in the comments. Oh, Molly, I hate that too. The thing is, I go through this. I'm usually notified about them, and I'm not afraid to block the people that did it. I get a lot of those, hey, look at my sexy photos, or my girlfriend just did things with inside the kennel that you won't believe. Here's the link. I'm like, not on my channel, you don't. And Nick, you just got a brand new subscriber. Thank you, Trevor Hawkins. Love you, brother. Love you, man. And let's see, there's the comment dump. We've been pretty good on the comment dumps this morning. That's great. Anyway, Carl Wisman says, I was shocked to find that I wasn't subscribed, Nick. So there's 2. Everyone, please go to the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube, and let's get Nick. I think he's in the low 200s. Let's get him up at least 250 or 300, and please share his videos. That would help him so much. And yep, set off the metal detector at the courthouse yesterday when I had to pick up a copy of the marriage license for Gold Star, says Molly Daniels. Wow. And Facebook has announced that they are ending the watch party option on April 16th. I'm wondering if they'll be targeting live stream broadcasts next. Billy, you are a fountain of paranoia this morning. What is wrong with you, brother? You're usually so upbeat. But the thing is, I'm almost, although I like the green room format, we can move to StreamYard or Zoom or something, because frankly, I don't think Facebook's video conferencing thing is anywhere near as good as even StreamYard. StreamYard would limit us to 10 people. We may have to move people in and out, but there might be people who just want to watch and don't want to really participate. So anyway, but Billy, I'd get that hive out of your heinies today. I would. For those who are interested in Indie Volt Revolt, I know I am. And I'm looking forward to that coming out. Nick Tucker says, I thought it was Chicken Man, the white-winged warrior who is everywhere. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. I still love that stuff. I really do. Pops Van Zandt, Indiegogo Projects, Indie Volt Revolt, Sequential Art Collection, 29 backers, $70 short of funded. Well, I'm planning on getting the 2 book volume today, and I'll be pledging to that. So they will definitely be. Oh, I'm sure they will be over that amount. Pops, thank you for the update. Seriously, brother, I appreciate it. And okay. And now he's talking binary code with Christian Basil. Legend of Traveling TARDIS. Everyone wish the Dark Mistress a very happy birthday. That's true. Today is Sarah's birthday. And Sarah, if you're listening to this, of course, I love the out of you, as do we all. And we hope you're having a great day, hon. I think she's hiding again. But anyway, please send, we think of Sarah today and send her some love. All right. And let's see. Here we go. And Christian illusionist Jake Lindsay said, I might have said this, but the reason I got rid of the caretaker persona is that I had restrictions with the magic I could perform. And I wanted to show people who the real Jake is. Now, that's important, dude. That's very good. And Nick Tucker says, all about the treble cues up postmodern jukebox. I'm all about the bass, about the bass, about the bass. Yeah. Okay, that I am. And that and Taylor Swift. I love postmodern jukebox. I keep going back to, what was it they did? Bye 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 by what, the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? But they did it in the surf music mode, and that guitarist was great. He was fantastic. It was just a great performance. Pops and I back up everything I do live by uploading all my shows to my Rumble channel. Well, that's one of the reasons I have like a YouTube and Facebook. I don't really have a good way to download them at this point, but I am downloading the audio from the comic book show, and I'm going to start doing it, I think, from the Clever Tile Pending, because I want to do like straight podcasting again. So. And it's like work once, get paid twice thing. And I want to see Brian get monetized by YouTube. Nick, I want us both up there, brother. I want us both up there in the clouds. I really do. And Joe Dog McKeel says, I'm not really excited that the wrapping on our toilet paper says 100% recycled. Well, hopefully it's someone you like. And and moving on from Joe Dog McKeel, and that image that will be stuck in my brain all day. And there we go, rumble.com/search video and comics. A talk with Pops. Very cool. And done, Christian. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And Steve, yeah, Steve. So he agrees with me, and you don't know what you're talking about, Pops. So there. I told you. And Steve will hate it. Steve hates everything. Oh, he likes it. Yeah, that's right, Carl. And the man who will tell an astronaut off. And William Pace, pumpkin spice, my fave. Yeah, seriously, pumpkin spice is available all year round. And since Cookie thought of it, yeah, it had to be her. It couldn't be me. Yeah, she thought of it, and she bought some pumpkin spice, and it's like, yeah. And the thing is, you don't even have to get like the top of the line pumpkin spice. We got this stuff from Dollar Tree. It's working. It tastes wonderful in our coffee. And it's been good because we love pumpkin spice. We also sometimes you can get like cinnamon sugar for your toast and stuff. We have pumpkin spice sugar, which is like about a teaspoon of pumpkin spice, in an average spice container, like you can buy in the stores, like, like this big around, that's like that Chub Christian. And I put in like 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice in, and then I fill it almost to the top. I leave about this much room at the top of sugar. And it's still really great flavor, but you just shake that thing until it's thoroughly mixed. You roll the bottle around, and it mixes well, and it tastes great on bagels and toast. So follow me for more recipes. And Molly Dale says, it's a miracle. The teen has been on vacation, and I'm still using the same creamer bottle that was open on Tuesday. Only 1 more year till the kid joins the Marines. Did you fake his signature on the papers? Well, honey, it's already planned. And good morning, Nevermorians, from Rick Bradley. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a great morning. Molly Dales, not that I'm anxious for an empty nest or anything. Oh, I can tell. You hide it well, Molly. And clarification, teen went to Myrtle Beach with his bestie. As long as he's safe, man. As long as he's safe, Molly. And Steve is the last person we take advice from. Says you. I'm listening to everything he says, and believe me, the caress of those nanites in my blood system, I feel just like Bloodshot. And where do you want to be on Saturday morning? Bill Sartin asks of you. That would be on the artwork of Bill Sartin, watching the best of classic cartoons, Saturday morning commercials, PSAs, and of course, Schoolhouse Rock. That's how you learn stuff. Conjunction Junction, what's your function? I know, because I saw it. So grab that box of your favorite cereal and click on Sartin Art 76 on Facebook and be one of the far out and groovy people, the groovy kids at the artwork of Bill Sartin, where everything old is new again. Check it out. And Nick Tucker says, you were dating Riverside? Is that River Song's cousin? Yeah. Oh, if only. And Comics Talk with Pops Van Zandt and Nub is what we used to call a cigar that had been put out and relit. Yeah, that's true. And, if you were to smoke an average cigar down to about half its length, that would be a nub, except now they sell the shorter cigars and, the shorter size cigars. And I asked, Carl, that might be a good topic for you and Ted. Why that size? Is it about the flavor or everything? Because I found, and maybe I was the only one who felt this, but I found the cigar to get a little more rich in flavor as I smoked it. So I probably need to get another cigar. Anyway, I've watched all the Marvel movies a few times each, says Rick Bradley, and he loves them. And Michigan, okay, Pops, just wanted to make sure. And our link sharers are all missing. Y'all post your links. Yeah. One thing, when you post links in YouTube, I do go back and I make sure that they show up. Because a lot of times it's up to me as the owner of this channel to okay them, that they're not just spam, like look at my webcam and my bikini that doesn't fit. And Christian, please stop posting that on there. The bikini fits you fine. But anyway, we go back and we make sure that your stuff shows up, okay? And like and share. Thank you, Pops. And definitely check out everything Pops does. He is a pillar of the creative community. And check out CromCon the last weekend of the month. And huge props to this group's diverse views and sustained civility. It really is a break from the usual idiocy found online. Nicholas Tucker, and I agree with you completely. That was one of the reasons that Eric, Clyde, and Brian and I formed Comic Book Spectrum, because we got tired of a lot of shows that were nothing but unrelenting misery about the industry of comics at all levels. Pops doesn't indulge in that. I'm glad to say, but there are some shows that, like, here's why every indie creator but me sucks, and here's 2 hours on why. Here's why comics will never be printed past next week, and here are all the reasons I made up why. I was looking for a show that I wanted to watch that was fairly upbeat, that got their information right, or tried to. I mean, if we get caught in something that is not accurate, we'll air a retraction. We will, especially if it's me. But yeah, I picked 3 well-informed people who are readers and enjoyers of not just mainstream comics, but independent comics. I think the majority of our reviews have been non-DC, non-Marvel. I think the only person who's done I think I've done the most Marvel or DC reviews of the 4 of us. And even then, was it issue 2? I reviewed Knights of the Dinner Table. So, which still one of my favorite comics. But anyway, I'm proud of this group too. We can agree to disagree, and that's the way. I like it. Post your links on the Facebook stream. Definitely, yeah. Facebook will not do anything but cancel your or suppress your video for 30 days. So please do. And we got enough backlinks. We get you a little more exposure. And it's funny how much of my entertainment is rising tide in YouTube. Independent creators just make mainstream feel stale and slow. Nick Tucker, and I agree with you, man. I don't miss watching network TV at all. I get my news from YouTube. I've got a few shows that I watch that are genuinely fair and balanced. And by fair and balanced, to me, that means they show up everybody for the boneheads they are. They don't play favorites, and there's plenty to choose from. Tired of, you can find your echo chamber, and if you want to hear about how miserable life is, or how terrible your entertainment is, there's plenty of places out there, but we're not part of it. Rising Tide is not going to be part of that. And that's the thing I love about the shows. Nick is oh my God, his enthusiasm for what he does is so infectious. And, like Michaela Jade is always upbeat and telling you how you can do what she does and you should try it for yourself. Amy Hill has an incredible, I love her interview show. I really do. And I'm proud of Clever Title Pending, which, by the way, this Tuesday, we have got cool people. We are going to have filmmakers this coming Tuesday on Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. Moonlight Films out of Linton, Indiana. They've got a huge catalog of independent films on their own YouTube page. Please sign up for it. And we will be interviewing James Ian Mayer, their chief director and writer, and also an actor in many of the films, along with producers Darren Morgan, James Stevenson, and actress Tara Bixler, who I adore. She's crazy talented. She really is. She's beautiful, and you will love all four of those people. We're going to have them on this coming Tuesday, and also rounding out. Also, we're going to have a special episode on Monday with John Celestri, former animator, and currently has his own Kickstarter. We are going to get the last day of it, I think. So please check out his project. We'll be posting stuff on that, and it is a blast. Oh yeah! And good morning, Amy Hale. Mwah! You are on my agenda today to watch your show last night. I'm glad I could tune into like the last 10 minutes. Sorry I disrupted things, but it's like Christian Basil. It's amazing. You go on his show, and he runs his show so efficiently. I'm nowhere near him. But he wants like, you all behave. But when he gets on my show, suddenly it's like all the stuff he's repressed comes out. And I love the boy to death. I really do. And congratulations on breaking 1,000. In all seriousness, I think it's fantastic. And again, thank you to the Dastardly Dingoes who have broken 1,000 in their YouTube subscription. So please, please, please check these people out. And Christian is not an official Rising Tide broadcast member. What we love him, we treat him like he's one of the fold, because as far as we're concerned, he is. And same with the Dastardly Dingoes and the Hanging with Web show and the network that John B. Pike is setting up. We work together, and we'll all succeed. We really do. And we couldn't do what we do if it weren't for the support of the other networks. And we thank you all for it. And Pops Van Zandt on Facebook with that link there, 2 events. Check it out. And stay tuned for the 4-hour Comic Central. Oh, you shut up, Nick. Anyway, actually, comic book Spectrum will never be 4 hours. It will not. Although Bobby Nash is on my list of people. And Pops Van Zandt has a link there. Simply Sugar and Pops, the debut of the pre-con kickoff show. Beautiful. And then there's Con Day 1 and Con Day 2. Definitely check that out. A lot of great conversation going on Pops' channels. And Pops, once I get some more comics work coming out, I feel like right now, I don't do enough comic book work, or I don't have enough out right now to really elbow my way into the proceedings, but I'll be back, brother. And I support you. And one night a storm was going through. I heard the wind going as fast as a train, says Christian illusionist Jake Lindsay. The power was knocked out 13 minutes later. The sirens went out. I found out 4 tornadoes were 5 miles from our house. That was an incident back when I lived in Illinois that there was one that was like 3/4 of a mile from our house, because we kind of lived across an open field, where Parkland College is. Carl and Carly will know what I'm talking about. And the tornado touched down like 3/4 of a mile from the house to the north. But the funny thing is, Cookie doesn't watch news. Cookie couldn't care less about that stuff. And so she's watching, and I'm terrified because I'm hearing it on the radio. I'm like, oh my God, I hope she's okay. So I'm trying to call her, and her cell phone's off, and I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? And so the minute the all clear sounds, I get in my car and I drive home, and I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, why are you so worried? And I'm like, 3/4 of a mile away. And she's like, well, it didn't hit me, so what are you worried about? So it's what I do. And she's back. Run away and hide. Cindy Kep is here. CKOEPB.com. Embrace this wonderful young lady. She's a fantastic author and an even more amazing writer on her free newsletter. Go to CKOEPB.com. It's a great read. And there we go. Projects Life on Cora 3. Oh, definitely check that out. That looks so good. Thank you, Pops, for putting that up there. Thank you for the links to Indie Volt Revolt Sequential Art Collection, and Cindy Kep's launching into it. What do you call a dentist who doesn't like tea? Dennis. I get that. That's funny. And Pops Van Zandt has a Kickstarter for Terraform Comics there, and Joe Dog McKeel says, because someone does not understand science does not mean it's wrong. I don't understand comics, but I don't doubt they are not well drawn and written. There we go. And I'm feeling that a lot of this, like comics, like the vaccine, it's like arguing against gravity. So it's going to happen. And man, Pops, you were on fire today. And there's some amusement to be found on Smash Words with me. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Cindy Cap says, what did the dentist say to the computer? This won't hurt a bite. And thank you, Trevor, from Nick Tuckard and me. Pops Van Zandt has another Indiegogo there, My Time with Clive. And Brian Rodman, there's the quartet is here. The band is back together from Comic Book Spectrum. Great show last night, you guys. And good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. I got a new project for work and won't be able to hang, but just wanted to say happy Friday. And thank you for showing the Dingoes and my Kickstarter so much love. One more week to go. Check it out. Memoirs of an Angel #7. I've backed it. You should back it too, and support our wonderful Brian there, and the wonderful Jeremy and wonderful Chad. And there it is. There's the bit.ly to the Dastardly Dingoes. Check out that channel too and give it some love. And sweet, Brian is here so I can stop. Yeah, we're getting there. And lots of laughs on Amazon with me. Check out Santa Stein. You need some laughs. And what is a dentist's office at Cindy Cap? It's a filling station. Oh, there we go. And Rubber Chicks, glad to see you here. Good morning to you. And my stepdad used to YouTube, and he was going to wear a fez, but he was worried it would seem racist. I told him it was ridiculous at the time. I don't mind looking ridiculous, because you know what the thing is, Rubber Chicks, and we're glad you're here. People remember me. You know what? And if you watch Doctor Who at all, you know that bow ties and fezzes are cool. And it's not racist. There are other cultures that wear fezzes. Seriously, so it's not just a racial or an ethnic thing. So anyway, Brian Rodman says, as always, folks, have fun, be safe, and don't do drugs, but if you do, call me. Hashtag feed cookie, hashtag bring cookie home and laugh like the Joker. Okay, we'll see. I think I'll try a Cesar Romero today. Batman, I'm painting over my mustache, so that's more Mark Hamill. That turned out better than I thought. Anyway, Brian Rodman, hope you have a great weekend, brother. Be talking to you soon. Pops Van Zandt, I see you, Bill. How much control do they get before others get paranoid too? I'm not paranoid, dude. I know people are out to get me. I get evidence of it every day, Pops. But once you feel the nanites, and nothing can go wrong with them in your system, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So anyway, Cindy Cap says, check this out. Amanda Tockard, pick up Coy Wolf and other books by the wonderful Amanda Tockard and her husband Nicholas. While you're at it, get the Simple Sword. It's a great reference work, people. And what did the dentist say? What did the dentist see at the North Pole? A molar. Thank you, Cindy Cap. Thank you, hon. And Trevor Hawkins says, birthday wishes to the Dark Mistress for sure. And comic book Black Belt Russ, it is good to see you as always. I'm late, but hi all. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for showing up, and I'm glad to see you here. Please check out Russ. He's got some great stuff, and he's going to be in the Indie Vault book too. So please check that out. Russ Leach, it is a pleasure to have you here, sir. Hope your day now is going well, because Russ is talking to us from the motherland, Great Britain himself. And anyway, he's a fantastic artist, and it turns out I've been a fan of his for years and didn't know it, because I may have mentioned it, but I collect Doctor Who magazine from formerly of Marvel Comics, then Panini, and now I think they're on their own, I think. But anyway, they have well over 500 issues, and I think I have less than 25 or 30 to have a complete set. But anyway, good to have you here, Russ. And also, don't forget Russ's project, Only Death Will Save Them. Check it out. It is a great book, and you keep hearing about how great comic books smell. This is a new comic book that will leave an impression on you. Please check it out and get copies of it. And Fun Stomping Robots from Nicholas Tockard on Amazon there, and check out his brand new book. It is glorious. I can't wait to get my physical copy from you, Nick. Anyway, Cindy Cap, thank you very much. And hey, Russ, from the desk of a small press publisher, and the Skunk Rocker says, I have been watching everything so far, but haven't been commenting much because I'm ready to go out of town. Well, Skunk, I want you to be safe. And dude, this too shall pass. As the great And I'm a serious fan of this guy, Les Brown. Not Les Brown and his band of renown, but Les Brown, the motivational speaker. An amazing backstory on this man. That he has become a multimillionaire despite everything launched against him, and it can make you believe that you can do it too. But anyway, he has a saying that trouble has not come to stay; it has come to pass, and it's true. Skunk, this thing we're going through, free Joe Dog, hashtag free Joe Dog. We will get through it, and I will do everything I can to help. You have my word, all right? And Cindy Cap asks, what did the dentist say to the golfer? You have a hole in one. Anyway, and in sync, thank you, Molly Daniels. I could not remember which of the interchangeable boy bands it was that I was quoting. And I thought you could record and stream at the same time on StreamYard. Carl Witzman, yes, you can. On StreamYard, what you do is you broadcast live, and when you do, the audio and video are recorded, and then when you finish the show, you go into the area for past broadcasts, and I think it keeps it up to 14 days, I believe. But you can download the audio and video, or just the audio, if you want to make it an audio podcast, which I'm going to be doing with Comic Book Spectrum, and probably soon enough with Clever Title Pending. Just to get us a little more support. But anyway, yes, you can download this, but you have like a 14-day window, I think it is, to do so. So just something to consider. And Hey Pop says Russell there, and Cindy Cap says magical fun with John Pica. Check out johnpica.com. Check out Saturday morning 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central, back of the cereal box for some good sugary fun. And everyone's saying hello to each other, and you can download all of your StreamYard streams for 2 weeks. That is true. And speaking of true, my heart beats glad because Anna Maria Salvaggio is here. Mwah! Hello, everyone. How are you feeling, darling? I hope you're doing well. She has had some health downturns as of late, but she's going to be on Clever Title Pending. She is an incredible creator. Wait till you get to know Remelian. And why did the king go to the dentist? Asked Cindy Cap. To get a new crown. Oh my God, I'm still wearing his clothes. And check it out on Amy Hale. Definitely check out Creative as Hale Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and check out her work on Amazon. She is a fantastic author. I'm not just saying that because we're friends. She really is good. And maybe use your phone to record your show, then upload it to Rumble. That's a thought. I don't do anything with Rumble. I've got so many platforms right now that it's a thought, though. But why Rumble? What, Pops, if you're listening, what is the advantage of Rumble over, say, Twitch or YouTube? But anyway, from the Decimal Small Press Publisher on YouTube, yes, I am the victim of sharing links in YouTube. It is there, but not popping up in your StreamYard feed. I think what YouTube does, Joe, is it holds it for me to okay. Now, I thought I'd given consent for links to be shared at one point when I was setting up my account. But I do go back and I try to look at the show and the comments and okay the good links. Okay, yeah, like I said, I do get spammers occasionally, but we just generally don't give them the time of day, and we actually block them when we're done. Cindy Cap says, what was the dentist doing in Panama? Looking for the root canal. Oh my God, now I got Panama from Van Halen in my head. Cindy. Anyway, I love you, Cindy. And I love you, Anna Maria Salvaggio, who's doing the facepalm thing. Cindy Cap, here's a good place to visit, Amazon, and check out Michaela Jade's work. Michaela Jade will be on tonight with Tidbits and Scribbles at 7 p.m., followed by the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 p.m. on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And only a fool argues with a mule or skunk. Yeah, and I don't think Skunk and I have ever really argued in our brief friendship. We have agreed to disagree many a times. I think that means we're all good. And Cindy Cap says, why does the dentist seem moody? Because he always looks down in the mouth. Aww. And Joe D. McPhee checks in from Facebook there, looking forward to tomorrow, where I'll be talking to Frank Forte from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. Check out that YouTube channel, and please subscribe to it. take a moment right now and please subscribe, because Joe should be over 100 people. He really should. And Carl, what is the difference between a nub and a stogie? And poetry is there to be had from Teresa Dunn if you listen to Cindy Kep, and you should listen to her and check her out on Amazon. And do you know someone named Mule, Joe Dog? Oh, I know several people who are acting like asses, but that's another thing. And if you're looking for a good cigar, says Anna Maria Salvaggio, talk to Daniel Dark. Oh, yeah. He has converted an old trolley to a cigar lounge. It's super cool. I know. And he sent me the link to the organization that sold him that thing. And I'm like, damn, that's tempting. It's so tempting. And I love Daniel Dark. He will be at the Imaginarium this year. I will be there too. Later this year, we will have more information. But if you sign up for my free newsletter at risingtide.pub, you can be informed of all of our events that we are going to for the rest of the year as we know it now. Joe D. McPhee says, for those who want to check out Indie Volt Revolt, definitely check that out. I am going to pledge that project today, because I believe in it. And Randy Zimmerman, he has put out some amazing comics over the years. He has been around a while. He knows his stuff. And also check out his Sunday Funny show at 9 a.m. on the Indie Volt broadcasting network. They've got a channel on YouTube. They also have indievolt.com, and we are proud to be an occasional guest down there every now and then. I don't have to always agree with you to love you. My mom taught me that. I love you too, Pops. I really do. And even when you're horribly wrong like you are now, because you've disagreed with me. No, seriously, Pops, I do love you, man. You're a treasure. You really are, and I'm glad we are friends. I really am. Cindy Cap, what did the tooth say to the departing dentist? Fill me in when you get back. Oh my God, that's funny. That's great. Molly Dales, happy birthday, Dark Mistress. Yes, thank you, Sarah. Sarah, happy birthday to you wherever you are. She was a cop and I was a pothead, says Pop's fan said. Oh man, it sounds like a sitcom, doesn't it? She was a cop. He was a pothead, and together they found love. And good for a laugh, definitely check out that author there. Oh, you've got to. If that's the one, I think I love her to death, and I think she's an awesome writer and an even better human being. And so you should check out the work of Cindy Kep at ckoepp.com and sign up for her amazing newsletter out in about 6 days from now. And from the desk of a small press publisher, I don't do that. I rather explain the process and let the viewer decide. I do need to get back to reviewing comics, though. Yeah, I'd love to hear your reviews, dude. And Eric Hawkins says, oh, don't fool yourself. The comic industry is pretty miserable and petty, but we try to show a more happy side to the misery. That's true. We try to diminish the agony of the creative process. Well, and I think we do provide an alternative to a lot of shows out there. It's like I saw so many, I have been affiliated with so many shows where everybody's just freaking miserable and they hate everybody else in the industry, and there's so much backstabbing that goes on. We just wanted to show that wasn't part of that. And good morning from Jessica Johnson. Mwah! Good to see you, Jess. And I think I may have gotten you another person or two. I hope they contacted you. And also check out facebook.com/Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay. Please give that page some like. Cindy Cap asks, what does a dentist do on a roller coaster? He braces himself. Oh my God, you're awesome. And Jessica Johnson has a link to Heroes for Kids from Perrysville, Missouri. Those are an amazing group of cosplayers who use their superpowers to benefit the kids in the community, and they will also bring people into your show. So please contact Jessica Johnson and see what you can do to get the Heroes for Kids out of Perryville, Missouri for your show. And also check out Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. That is going to be in July. Checking my records. And my page is almost falling open to that now. Yeah, in fact, the only two conventions I've got right now in July are the Imaginarium from the 9th through the 11th. And then the following weekend, I will be at Heroes for Kids Con in Perryville, Missouri, the gateway to Chester, Illinois, where Popeye was born. And that's at 800 City Park Drive at the Perry Community Center. And it's going to be a fantastic time. Looking forward to it. And thank you again, Jessica, for letting me be a part of that. And every time Carl, Ted, or you talk about cigars, I try to sing this. Come in here, dear boy. Have a cigar. Oh, by the way, which one's pink? Yes. Yes. Oh, my God. Joe Dog. Yes. Oh, that reminds me, and I think Skunk will like this. I'm a huge Skunk knows, and I used to too. I'm a fan of the group Ultravox from Great Britain. And I'm also a fan of their early days with John Fox, their original lead singer and chief songwriter. And John Fox split in the late 70s from Ultravox and has had his own thriving solo musical career. Well, about 10 years ago, he organized a new group called the Maths. And there was a benefit album, I think, that was spotlighting the music of Pink Floyd, and John Fox and the Maths did a cover version of that song, "Have a Cigar." But they changed the line to, they sang, "Come in here, dear boy, have a cigar. Oh, by the way, which one's math?" So, yes, I love it. Thank you for that reminder, Joe Dog. And 100% agree, Nicholas. Amen, brother. And Joe D. McPhee says, still looking to break 100 subs. Currently at 71 subscribers and climbing. If you have, check out my channel at YouTube. And Joe, I still have to talk to you. There is a way we might be able to help each other a little more. And Craft Paper Muse is free to read online. And Anna Maria Salvaggio puts it together, so she should know. The March issue is coming out next week. Grab a $20 tweet ad by Monday, and I'll put you in the March issue. You are supporting indie press, my work, and allowing me to pay her contributors more. So check it out at craftpapermuse.com, and we will be talking about that when she is on Clever Title Pending. And never heard that one before, Joe. And Jessica Johnson says, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con is July 17th, 2021 in Perryville, Missouri. Beautiful community. It really is. The booth fees, silent auction proceeds, and monetary donations will benefit the Missouri National Veterans Memorial Wall and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And some spaces are still available, but they're running out. Please contact Jessica right now or get a hold of me and I'll get you in touch with her, okay? And thank you, Carl Witzman. And says Nick Tucker, Cindy Cap says, and I hate it when I run out of break, but I'm only 20 minutes behind. I'll catch up with you all later. In the meantime, visit all the fun broadcasts like Dastardly Dingoes, the Historical Fencing Guild, the Legend of the Traveling Tars, the Back of the Cereal Box, Nevermind the Furthermore, Clever Dial Pending, Nerd Culture, and I'm probably out of space. Pretty close to it, Cindy. Good gauging there. Also, check out Michaela Jade's channel, author Amy Hale, and Joe Dog McKeel, and Armchair Rocket Science, and Ted Davies Artistry, and spread the love around. There's plenty of us here, Joe Dog, and from the desk of a small press publisher, all you guys and gals, we're going to rise together, and let's share the love here. And looking forward to being on Clever Title Pending with you on April 27th. So much fun to be had. Excited. Me too. We are going to have a groovy time. Have a fabulous day, Cindy Cap. Yeah, definitely. And sign up for the Rising Tide newsletter. Hashtag bring cookie home, and don't forget to tip your host. Thank you so much, Cindy. Cindy, love you, hon. Hope you have a great weekend, sweetie. And from the desk of a small press publisher, Eek, I'm actually promoting. What's wrong with me? Oh my God, Joe Dog, or Joe D. McPhee, put your feet up and rest a minute here, fella. You don't want to be like us. Anyway, seriously, if it wasn't for fans encouraging me to still do interviews and come out with more content, my channel would be dead. Well, dude, and I can remember like a couple months ago, you were saying, well, I don't care if I get to 100, and now look at you. It's infectious. I don't know how you got infected. So anyway, wear a mask, kids. Otherwise, you'll catch whatever the hell it is Brian's got. But anyway, no, Joe, seriously, man, the more people you get, the more people will be following Amazonia. I mean, even figure if you have like 1% of your following, would you rather have 1,000 subscribers or 100 or 10? Think about that, man. We want to help you succeed. I will be the one few points of positive diversity on YouTube for comics, and I love that about your channel. We had to talk about diversity when I was on there a month or so ago, and you do such great interviews, man. I really love what you do, and we were looking to add some more artists too. Yeah, you know, and we just had a dump here. But Joe D. McPhee, it would be a long drive for you, but you might consider Heroes for Kids. Just a thought. And oh man, we did have, oh man, am I that far behind? Hold on here. And let's see. Okay, got that. Heroes for Kids, got that. Thank you, Carl Witzman, got that. And Cindy kept going bye-bye. We got that. And we hate that Cindy's leaving. And Joe D. McPhee and being encouraged. And Molly Daniels, there we go. Cheers, Amy. I need to watch your show also since I tuned in for the final half hour. I only got the last 10 minutes because we have the after shows on my shows that we don't record. Don't worry, no blackmail. What happens in the after show stays in the after show. And we just kind of talk and decompress and check notes and everything. That's what happens when you have people you enjoy hanging with. But yeah, anyway, Joe D. McPhee, we love supporting your message, man. You do talk about the upbeat part of comics, the good part of comics. Creativity, helping each other. You touch on all that. So man, we gotta give you some love too. And Christian Lucius Jake Lindsay, we had 3 trees knocked over and my brother's porch was destroyed. Well, I hope the porch heals quickly. And Cindy, hit them with your info. And Rick Bradley, I feel bad for the tornado that bothers Cookie. Yeah. Seriously, it had a choice between Cookie and Chuck Norris, and it said, I'll take my chances with Chuck. Nick Tucker says, shoot, I've been through 3 near misses, 1 in elementary, 2 in college. Wow. And remember, kids, says Pops Van Sant, question everything and follow the money, except when I tell you. Don't question me. The 2 smartest things my father ever said to me holds true to this day. It is so true. And yes, hashtag don't die, feed Cookie. We're getting there. And great, Joe D. And less than 20 minutes till time to feed Cookie. I'm getting there. And Rubber Chicks, I didn't mean it was ridiculous. I meant the racist fear was ridiculous on his part. That's what I got from it, actually. I didn't say that well. No, I agree. It's like a lot of people are looking for reasons to find racists wherever they go, or, somebody who hates somebody. And this channel, you know me, we got nothing but love, seriously. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're glad you're here, Robert Chicks. Thank you for being here. And Willow Skylar, stopping in to say hi before going back to the coffee grinder. Hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Willow, thank you for promoting this show as you do. Thank you for promoting our network. We love you. And thank you to Garrett for the Hang with Web show for allowing Willow to mention us as frequently as she does. You're wonderful. And my husband is all about the bow ties. Bow ties are sexy. See, if Anna Marie Salvaggio says they're sexy, then boom, chicka, wow, wow. And Phil, I've been answering you over and over. Please stop asking, okay? I like them. Joe Dog McKeel says, I hope I have an answer by the end of the show. I may have a workaround for this inconvenience with Facebook. Clue me in. What can I do to help? And Nick Tucker says, woo, holy shoot. Brian K. Morris said, hybrid Cesar Romero, Mark Hamilton laugh. Hamill laugh literally put a chill through my spine. Wow, Brian, you need to do a scripted podcast radio show. I would not mind it. I do have ideas. Because I used to write audio adventures, and you never know. You just never know. So anyway, yeah, and that's almost as good as the Australian cow, isn't it? Anyway, in Comic Book Black Belt, Russ Leach, Only Death Can Save Us, all ages fantasy, sci-fi fiction. Thanks for the shout out, Brian. Hey, Russ, tell people where they can find that book. Seriously, you're my friend, and I'm glad to help. I seriously am. And who wants to geek out with me Sunday on Pillow Talk? Who wants to get on the pillow with Willow? Spring is here, and soon all the classic cars will be coming out. What classic cars do you like? What did you have, and which ones would you like to add to your collection? That's a beautiful topic, Willow. Seriously, that's cool. And my husband and I inherited his grandfather's gold 66 Dodge Coronet station wagon. We are a Mopar family. Oh, my family drove I think we had a Coronet station wagon. We had a Ford, and we switched to I think it's the only Dodge we ever owned, but we had a Coronet, and I liked that car. My father wasn't thrilled with it. I don't think it rode as well as the Chryslers, but that we had been buying. But yeah, I like the Coronet, and I especially liked it because there was a short-lived TV series called Coronet Blue with Frank Converse in the mid-'60s, and I was just so thrilled to be in a Coronet. And ooh, hands down, 1952 Hudson Hornet and a 1967 Pontiac GTO from Anna Maria Salvaggio. Oh yeah, custom hardtop movie, XXX movie car. Oh, I am going to check that link out. And Pops Van Sant has to go. Have a great day. She has been providing coffee. Go feed Cookie. Thank you, brother. Pops, I love you, man. I really do. And you're in Michigan. You're pretty close to me. This is a good thing. And I love the 66 Batmobile and Dragula from the Munsters. Willow, Skylar, we are on the same page. I think the 66 Batmobile is one of the coolest ones ever. Also, the Monkey Mobile from the Monkeys TV show. And hey, Becca Colgrove, I love you, darling. How are you this morning? Good to see you. And stogie is a derogatory term used to refer to a cheap cigar, says Carl Witzman. Thank you for that clarification. And Anna Maria Salvaggio is doing better, slowly getting my energy back if I don't overdo it. Val and Yisa are negative. I was still testing positive as of last week. You can test positive for 90 days, so not bothering with a retest till mid-April. Good idea. In the meantime, feel loved and spoiled, getting food and groceries dropped off, getting writing and novel revisions done, though. Excellent. That's what I love to hear. Anna Maria, love you, hon. And I am doing the virtual side of the Imaginarium. I'm a sponsor. I may sponsor that myself. I will be doing panels and teaching my Build Out Your Novel, Getting Creative with Your Book Promotion Workshop. I will probably have to get in on that. And Comic Book Black Belt is getting in on Cindy Cap's act here. What is the dentist's favorite tune? 2:30. Or excuse me, what is the dentist's favorite time? 2:30. Oh my God, I love you, Russ. You're awesome, dude. And Stupid O'Clock may be on the Facebook pages in a tape delay. Ban me again. Oh, brother. So digging this. And it'd be a shame if people started sharing it a lot, wouldn't it? That would just suck, wouldn't it? Anyway, Anna Maria Salvaggio. Okay, we got that. It hit us twice. That's fine. And stop the hate, bring the love, entertain the readers. Russ Leach, this is why you and I, brother, are on the same page. That's why we started doing Comic Book Spectrum. I just got tired of all the negativity. And, it isn't just on YouTube. It is on Facebook. And there's a whole lot of people that seem to think that they can make their star ascend if we make somebody else's drop. And I'm sick of it. I seriously am. That's why I love being with you and Daphne and Randy on the Sunday show and Glenn, because we talk about the good stuff. We talk about positive stuff. You talk about your work, and I love your work, brother. Like I said, I've been following Doctor Who monthly for like a year and a day and forever, and it's like, and I'm like, ooh. Fanboy. Anyway, no, I'm 100% behind you, and that's what the Rising Tide's all about, Russ. Seriously is. And okay, Anna Maria's making sure we know this message. She's going to be an Imaginarium. Don't you forget it. Enter theimaginarium.com, and they still have tables available, I believe, and get in touch with those guys and get yours. And it is that time. Don't die, feed, cookie. Working on it. And Molly Daniels, thank you, Brian. Just hit HFK on the wrong date on my calendar. Oh, well, I'm glad we got that fixed. Anyway, Jessica Johnson, we are looking to add some more artists, too. Well, artists, if you can get to... would it be Southeast Missouri? Are you part of the SEMO area? I don't remember. I know Cape Girardeau is, but I think you would be, because you're on that border there. So we'll call it SEMO. So anyway, definitely check out Heroes for Kids Con. I will be there, and if you want to see what Cookie is like and meet her in person, now she should be your guest of honor. And she is a colorist. So anyway, Bill Sarn, great show as always, Fez, man, but I gotta go. Bill Sarn, thank you for being here, brother. I'm starting on another sketch commission, and my procrastination button just broke. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye, con dias, amigos. Hey, happy trails to me again. Bill Sarn, the artwork of Bill Sarn on Facebook. Check that out. And Molly Daniels needs to stop working on Tuesday evenings. Molly, we're at the network here at the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We're trying to fill up your every waking hour with good shows. And great show, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you, Carl Witzman. And we'll see you tonight, sir. I've got an interview at 8 p.m., but I will be there as soon as that is done. I will be on Creators Outlet tonight with William Pace. Check him out on YouTube. It's a great, great show. I'm looking forward to being there. And Heroes for Kids, I run the Kentucky Browncoats, and I'm always looking for good superhumans to support. Drop me a note. Happy to donate to events and help with several skill sets. I'd be happy to donate an ad in my magazine for Heroes for Kids as well. Anna Maria, send me a direct message. If Jessica Johnson doesn't hear this and reach out to you, I will get you to Jessica. All right. And have a wonderful day, everyone. From Molly Daniels. You do the same, darling. Miss you. Hope you glad you're feeling better. And what a superb happy stream. Great stuff while I draw pages and drink tea. Hey, we're all about the drinking here, whether it's the more grown-up stuff in the green room or Kofefe in my case, and T in yours. Russ Leach, thank you for being here, man. I'm glad. Makes me happy to see you, brother. And time for lunch, says Carleen. I agree. Let's get cookie fed. And my classic was a gold 1961 VW sedan named Wanda. It was Hitler's limousine model. It looked like a Beetle, but it was 2 feet bigger all the way around. I could fit my husband plus 4 of his friends from the Navy base in the back seat, and instantly regrets the barn door she left open for Brian on that one. Waits for it. I'm glad you got so many guys in your back there. Anyway, oh, give me strength. Anyway, I will explode once the show's over, though. Anna Maria, you're not a help. You're not a help at all. But anyway, no, and I, for the same reason, I love the AMC 1976 AMC Gremlin I had. Back seat footroom was bad if you had long-legged people like me in front, but the leg room in front was really terrific. And meet you downstairs, Carly. Anna Maria Salvaggio, William Pace, I know him. He's one of my brown coats. I'm on the CSTS global team with him. Well, I knew that all the cool kids are hanging together, and Carleen is acknowledging the date with Carl. Mwah, you lovebirds. You have fun. We'll see you later. And thank you all for being here. I've had fun. I don't know about you guys. But anyway, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for the folderol. Thank you for all the comments, Anna Maria, that I'm now keeping bottled up inside so we don't lose monetization. So anyway, this week what we're promoting for ourselves is this book here, Biff, Bam, Yow, The Subterranean Blue Grotto Guide to Batman 66 Season 2. I am in this book. I do an article on Vincent Price and his great appearance in the two-parter featuring Egghead on the original Batman television show with Adam West and Burt Ward. It's a great book. It's $15.99 in softcover and $5.99 in ebook. Please check it out. It has been number 1 in its rankings, and I am in such really august company. So check this book out and give it some love if you would, please. Thank you all for getting that. And Rick Bradley says, everyone take care and stay creative. You too, superstar. We'll see you later. From the desk of Small Press Publisher, hands Brian note to Cookie. It says, blame me for Brian being late. It's not his fault. He deserves another day of breathing. She would disagree with you on that last part, but thank you, Joe. Check out From the desk of a Small Press Publisher, and please subscribe to that channel, would you please? And Wanda was built like a TARDIS, huge on the inside, and she was deceiving from the outside. I like that. And Joe D. McPhee, thank you. Time to feed Cookie. It is, my friend, and hope you all have a great lunch too. Quick programming notes. Check out. Let me get to the place where I'm supposed to be. Check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We've got all kinds of cool shows 7 days a week, and this weekend will be no exception. Tonight, like I said, programming note: Drinking with the Davies will not be happening tonight due to some family matters with Ted and Chrissy. We send them our love. Please send yours to them too. But we start this evening's wonderment with Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles, another great show from Michaela, followed by the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 p.m. on the Historical Fencing Guild channel. Please check them both out on YouTube, and please subscribe to their channels. They will appreciate it. And I will be tonight on with William Pace on the Creators Outlet podcast. Looking forward to that very, very much. Then tomorrow, maybe it sounds like there might be a stupid o'clock after all at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central Time. Check it out. Also stay for the stupid after show if there is one. And then on Sunday nights, we start the calendar week with Comics, Chaos, and Sass with the beautiful and intelligent and delightful and amazing Heather Ellen. And it's a great show where you can also put your links there and get some good discussion going with the charming Heather Ellen, whom we adore. So please check that out. And also, please check out the Patreon pages that many of us have. I love my Patreon supporters. Love you so much. Because of you, this show is what it is. At least the good parts of it. My Patreon supporters have paid for my new pro level StreamYard account. They've paid for some necessary computer repairs, and it keeps this show going. And we are looking to improve what we do, and it is a lot of it is due to our Patreon supporters, and I thank you sincerely. So does Cookie, and it is like getting a stimulus check every day just being in with these people. But if you want to be one of my supporters, even $1 a month will get you views like to my weekly blog, and sometimes we do more than one when we have the wherewithal. And also, we have advanced previews of our works in progress, as well as downloadable copies of some of our books. And it's a good way to talk to me directly without a lot of the falderall you get on Facebook and such. And I check this account daily, so you'll get a hold of me. And right now, if anyone's writing me on Hotmail, I'm having difficulties with Hotmail. So don't be surprised if I don't get to you for a day or two until they figure that out. But anyway, please check me out at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And thank you all for your ongoing support. And as always, we thank Plasma Fire Graphics, plasmafiregraphics.com, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers, whether you need a cover or promotional graphics or a spiffy little trailer like we're going to be running some of at the end of the show. Please check out Plasma Fire Graphics. And yes, honey, I know it's that time. Get away from my screen. Okay, that'll be a good screen capture when that's done. There's another one. Thank you. Everyone is saying it's time for me to feed you, and you're delaying me. Oh, don't give me the lip. Don't give me that lip. Okay, that lip you can give me. Love you. Oh, I'm never going to get out of here, and it's her fault. Anyway, I'm glad I can blame her on something on her. Usually it's mine. But anyway, thank you, Plasma Fire Graphics, for your ongoing support of this show. And please, everyone, please check out their Facebook page and their website. And we're going to be running some samples of their work because they're amazing. And I love these guys so much. And also, please check out Comic Book Spectrum from last night. We had another really good show. That show's growing all the time. And by the way, there are sponsorship opportunities for these shows. If you want to get your message out, we can make it easy, and we certainly make it inexpensive. And right now, check us out, because we are growing, and we could raise our rates, but we're not. And just $25 could get you a couple mentions on this show and show our appreciation. So anyway, please check it out. And thank you to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network for your ongoing support of this enterprise and of each other. Please check out our list of shows, and please check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page on Facebook. It is pretty cool too. And if you're watching us on Kathy Jackson's Books, love you, Kathy, mwah, or on the Rising Tide Publications page or the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page, please give this video a like. Give us a reaction, because it does help us in the algorithms, all right? And please, if you're on one of the aforementioned pages, give the page a like to show your support and to thank them for hosting us. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, please take a moment and give this a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and please consider subscribing. We are over 470 subscribers right now, and thank you for helping us gain more. But to really amp up what we do for other people, we'd really like to break 1,000, like Historical Fencing Guild should be doing, and they will soon. I am confident of that. But just like the Dastardly Dingoes and the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, we congratulate them for breaking 1,000. That's awesome. You guys earned it. And please also give us a like too, and please subscribe. Just take a second, doesn't cost a thing. And you can change your mind later if you wish, but please consider subscribing. It helps us so very much. And to everyone, thank you for being here. As always, don't forget, check out what we've got on here. Check out the other networks that we are affiliated with, and we are proud to be in lockstep with helping promote and build and raise each other up. And we hope we can raise you up as well. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoy the weekend. It looks like a little better weather is coming to many of us this weekend, so take advantage of it while you can. And we will get through everything, no matter how bad it is right now. So anyway, please check out the links that we've given you in this broadcast, and be supportive of each other. We all rise when we rise together. That's what Rising Tide is about. That's why we named our company that. That's why we have the risingtide.pub, where you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter. Next issue will be out April 1st. When I get my next COVID shot. And anyway, everyone, thank you all for being here. We appreciate you greatly, and we love the hell out of you. Really do. You guys humble us with your support. Thank you for supporting what we're doing. Seriously. And as always, folks, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome, okay? Thumbs up, pointing at you. Thumbs up, pointing at you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for everyone here at Rising Tide Publications, the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And we'll see you Monday morning on another Nevermind the Furthermore, 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central Time. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Reels and Heels is a podcast that discusses movies, television, wrestling, and more. With a rotating guest list of friends and filmmakers alike, Reels and Heels salutes the creative arts of all kinds. Join Brian Winzeloff and Nicole Jobin live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Reels and Heels.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kepp at CKOEPP.com today.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.